experience, but I don't have the ring. The Super Bowl to me was almost like a play that someone put on, a stage play. It seemed like everything was, it seemed surreal that day. That's a life experience. You have
themselves down, or this Tampa Bay defense has calmed the offense down because they haven't.
With a chance to get a Super Bowl ring. The one thing I like to people remember about is the guy that always had a smile on his face. To me, it's a privilege to play in the NFL. It's not a privilege for the NFL to have you in it. It's a privilege for you to be in the NFL, and that's just how I look at it. And I've been privileged for 18 years.
Lomas Brown, he's a good man. Let's hope his season ends with Lomas hoisting the Vince Lombardi Trophy. That's going to wrap things up for this week's edition of Bucs Diaries. Let's take a look ahead at what's coming up next week. You all know John Gruden's brother Jay from his days in the Arena League, and now he is setting his sights on a career in coaching. We examined the development and growth of second-year cornerback Dwight Smith, making secondary, and it's time to tailgate as we head out to enjoy a Buccaneer game day ritual. We've had a great time doing this week's show, so we'd like to thank the Tampa Port Authority, the shops at Channelside, and the Tico Line streetcar system. For everyone at Bucs Diaries, I'm Bob Alvarez, wishing all of you a Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad, and a Buona Natale.
Friday on
This is Bob Alvarez. Promotional item during the upcoming NFL playoffs. I'll let you know how you can get one of those. All right, let's talk hockey. Tonight, the Lightning exploding on the Bruins. We will have those highlights for you. Now, there's also another change on the Gators football team. We will also go inside the Buccaneers offensive line with our studio guests, Lomas Brown and Cornell Green. Let's take a look at the phone numbers, 437-1119 in Pinellas. If you're anywhere else, you can get in touch with us at 888-437-1119. Now, don't forget, you can also email us if you have some comments or questions for tonight's show at sports@baynews9.com. And remember, every Friday night, we read our email of the week. And tonight, it comes from Harley Hope, who says the Jets are going to beat the Packers. Sean King should start if Brad Johnson cannot go, and that the NFC Championship game will be played in Tampa. Harley, we hope you are right. And don't forget that this is our email address and coverage on the radio. It's cold outside, and here's a lot of hot air for you. It starts with Sandy Penner, Tony Bruno, Chris Thomas from 10 to noon, Jim Rome, Steve Dumig, and of course, you get your sports updates with Whitney Johnson and Derek Sharp. Recent history shows the Lightning have struggled against the Boston Bruins, but the futility ended tonight. First period, watch the goalie's right side, Dave Anderchuk scoring the 602nd goal of his career. That ties him for 13th on the list with Yari Curry. Second period, Freddie Modine, puck on his stick, backhand with the score, Lightning up 2-0. We're still in the second. Glenn Murray, high slot with the wrister, hockey Boolin doesn't see it, game tied at 2. Martin St. Louis, the MVP of this team, in my opinion. There's a pretty goal. He scored twice tonight. Lightning wins. The final was 5-2. All right, the Orlando Magic on the road tonight, facing one of the worst teams in the NBA, Memphis, who had just 8 wins prior to tonight's game. First quarter, rough start for Tracy McGrady. He misses, gets his rebound. He's rejected. Sean Kemp, I didn't even know the guy was still in the league, but nice move right there. McGrady now is going to be trailing the play. He'll get the pretty nice pass right here. He nails a three-pointer. Magic up 32-25. Magic is going to go on an 11-0 run. McGrady finishes with 35 points, 8 boards. Here he hits another three-pointer. Magic up big. Nice passing. The Grizzlies make a pretty good comeback in this game. Mike Batiste is going to get 2 of his 13. Guess what? Memphis has now won 9 games this season. The final 99-86. Bucks, Bears. Always a tough one for me because I grew up in Chicago, but my heart now is in Tampa. This game could be a game with very little offense because both teams should have their second-string quarterbacks in the starting lineup. For the Bucks, it's Rob instead of Brad Johnson. For the Bears, Henry Burris? Going to make his first NFL start on Sunday. Bears starter Chris Chandler recovering from a concussion. We've heard that one somewhere before. All right, Bucks playoff tickets. You know they'll be hard to get, so here's the deal. Tickets will go on sale every Tuesday prior to the game, and you can purchase your tickets only through Ticketmaster. So if the Bucks host a playoff game during the first round of the playoffs that begin on the 4th of January, tickets for that game will go on sale Tuesday, December 31st. So call off work, whatever you got to do. Tickets are going to be between $37 and $82. The NFC Championship game, bigger prices, anywhere between $45 and $300. Home equity loan makes sense to me right now. Tickets can be charged by phone, or you can go to Ticketmaster.com. If you're a college football coach, one of the better stepping stones to bigger and better things is a stop as the defensive coordinator at Florida. Gator fans should recognize Charlie Strong, the former Gators D-line and linebackers coach, is back as the Gators' new defensive coordinator. Can I say Ron Zook strong-armed Strong into leaving his position as defensive coordinator at South Carolina? Well, he won't be calling the shots against Michigan on Wednesday, and if this team takes on the characteristics of its coach, well, next season the Gators D should be strong. They have no sponsors, so this is simply the Houston Bowl. Oklahoma State quarterback Josh Fields to Mike Denard. Cowboys having fun and leading 7-0 over Southern Miss. Second quarter, Golden Eagles quarterback Dustin Allman. The guy's a nut. Nowhere to throw, somewhere to run. 11 yards later, he shaved the Cowboys' lead. It's now a tie at 10. Who likes their one-hand grabs? Well, for you, here you go. Chris Johnson. Nice one. That led to a field goal that tied it up at 13 apiece. Cowboys are going to break the tie on this play. Rashawn Woods running the deep pattern. He's open. Defenders falling. Make it 20-13 Oklahoma State. In the third quarter, Southern Miss still representing Conference USA. This time, James Wally with the pitch from 3 yards out. Game tied at 20, but the final is Oklahoma State 33, Southern Miss 23. Time now for some trivia brought to you by Remington Steakhouse. Tonight's question, simple, perhaps short for sure. What college did Cornell Green attend? The phone number with your answer, 1-888-437-1239. We'll be right back.
Best thing I like about banking with Mercantile is their responsiveness and their sensitivity to my needs.
John Ruzick of Best Western talks about Mercantile Bank.
I believe that Mercantile, as compared to the big banks, don't go by the industry trends of what you should or shouldn't be doing. They look at you as an individual, they look at your business as an individual, and make every attempt whatsoever to conform to your needs.
Mercantile Bank. Offices throughout the Bay Area. Member FDIC.
For over 75 years, Ace has been the place you can turn to for reliable products and helpful service. Ace is the place for great paint, ensuring hundreds of the highest quality colors. Visit the paint estimator on the Ace website and do some at-home planning. And visit the decorating techniques section to learn more about a number of exciting ideas. Ace is the place you can turn to for reliable products, paint, and helpful advice.
Which SUV received the highest possible rating in the Insurance Institute's low-speed and high-speed crash tests? The new Subaru Forester. Which SUV has the most standard safety features in its class? The new Forester. Which SUV comes standard with Subaru all-wheel drive to help avoid accidents? The new Subaru Forester. Unprecedented protection.